It is premiere week of season 6, and we couldn't think of a better way to celebrate than to bring our favorite, your favorite, America's favorite holistic plastic surgeon, Dr. Youn, Dr. Tony, to the show. We missed you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Youn, welcome back. So we learned that certain cosmetic procedures, like liposuction, have skyrocketed since COVID. So has this been true for you, and why do you think it has spiked?
Yeah, this is definitely something that's been true. Now, for me in my practice, my number one plastic surgery is breast augmentation, not lipo. But lipo has expanded big time. And I think part of it, honestly, it's COVID baking. It's all the baking that people did starting in March of 2020 and the weight that people have put on, and they kind of want to get rid of it now.
So I guess to that point, Doc, a lot of people are chalking their need for plastic surgery up to Zoom Dysmorphia. So that's what we did a lot of, right? FaceTiming during the pandemic. What is that exactly?
So Zoom dysmorphia is this idea that when you look so much at yourself in a screen, whether it's Zoom or it's FaceTime, that you start staring at these features, and the features that you see on these videos, it's actually not realistic. There are studies that show that if your camera is less than 3 feet from your face, it makes your nose look anywhere from 10 to 15% larger than it really is. And then how many of us or how many of your friends do you know, they take a picture with their phone and the phone's way down here, and it makes their chin and this area look much fuller. And so it's this idea that maybe you don't look like you think you do, but the problem is those videos are not accurate, and then people go get plastic surgery as a way to treat something that was never even there in the first place.
We've seen this. All the housewives do their FaceTimes like this for a reason.
It's all about that angle.
Yeah, got to get the angle.
But I heard that's an old people angle that now the young kids do straight on.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Over the top is old people angle. You sorry, Erica,
old people.
Look, Dr. Youn agrees. He's agreeing.
All the youngins, Erica, do straight on.
Yeah.
Straight on is not
or
flattering.
they just show this part of their face.
Yeah, it's a thing. Time moves. Now, Doc, first of all, I saw you with that YouTube award over your shoulder. Congrats on that. I know it's probably for a whole bunch of views. Yes.
Yeah.
How many views is that on YouTube?
I think I'm at 4 million subscribers right now. So yeah, they give this when you hit 1 million.
Oh, okay. So you have a bigger one than
And throw it a follow. What a follow he is.
Yeah. You're an awesome follow on social media. Now, we got to get to this because, you know, apparently it's millennials who are most likely to visit somebody like you, a plastic surgeon. Why do you think it's them?
Yeah, it's because of social media. I mean, millennials are all over Instagram. They're all over TikTok. And this really, the combination of social media and the connection that a lot of millennials now are having with doctors. I mean, for me, yes, I've got a lot of followers, but there's so many plastic surgeons, cosmetic dermatologists around the country who are interacting with their patients and their followers every day on DMs and things like that. And so it's kind of this connection that millennials are now getting with doctors who normally you'd have to make an appointment to see them. Now you just DM them, and a lot of them will DM you back.
Wow, that's a great point. So what about people 50 and up? What procedures are most popular for them, and what should they be asking before a procedure? Please give us some advice.
So yeah, the number one thing for people who are 50 and up is facelifts. And I'm doing 1 to 2 facelifts every week. This number has really gone up with the pandemic, especially after the vaccines have been rolled out. And so the things you need to ask your doctor if you're thinking about having cosmetic surgery is, number one, what results should you expect to have? Okay, you want to make sure that what they can achieve for you is what's going to make you happy. Second thing is you need to know about the risks. Okay, when you go under surgery, the biggest risk is that you can die from it. And obviously that hopefully is not going to happen to you, but there are other risks like infection and scarring and things that you need to know about. And then finally, you want to make sure you see their before and after photos. And you want to find out how many of these procedures they do. The more that they do, the less chance you have of getting a complication.
All right, Dr. Youn, I'm going to play devil's advocate here because I know people say this to you, but what do you say to people who believe plastic surgeons profit off of people's insecurities?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think this is something that is all of life right now. There are these extremes. So there are people who say, geez, if you get any plastic surgery, you're vain, you shouldn't do it, it's a waste. And then there are those plastic surgeons who are pushing plastic surgery on people who are even teenagers and who are even under 18. And I think like so many things in life, the best place is to be somewhere in the middle. You know, for me, I had this idea of holistic plastic surgery, and it's using plastic surgery as a last resort. If you can be happy with your appearance without going under the knife or the needle, that's the way that's what we should strive for. But there are those conditions and those situations where the only option is surgery. And if you do that, then we want to do it in a conservative and a safe manner.
Wow, you are an anomaly. We appreciate you so much, Dr. Youn. We always love having you. DBL Nation, Dr. Youn, as we said multiple times already, is a fantastic follow on social media. You can find him across social at Tony Youn, MD. We'll be right back.
Thanks,
Thank you, Doctor.
Good to talk to you.
Thank you.